Hi, my name is Bryne. I'm the Director of Athletics here at the University of Arizona. Welcome to our second annual Year in Review video for the 2012-2013 academic year. Through the course of this video, we hope to recap this past year. We're going to look at how we did academically, athletically, projects we're working on right now, projects we're working on for the future. We also will let you know how you can be involved and do your part to support Arizona athletics. As we make our decisions at the University of Arizona, there are 5 goals and principles that we keep in mind on a daily basis. The first one is we want our student athletes to graduate. That has to be our focus day in and day out, because when they get done here, we want to make sure they walk out of here with a college degree. We made tremendous progress this year once again academically. We graduated over 100 student athletes during this past academic year. This spring, we posted the highest GPA on record for our athletic department. Our goal is to have a 3.0 GPA as an athletic department. We came close, but we're on track to get there for the future because of the hard work of our student athletes, our coaches, Cats academics, and everyone's commitment to our academic mission. We had 207 student athletes earn a 3.0 or higher for the spring. We had 104 student athletes earn a 3.5 or higher. We had 30 student athletes who earned a perfect 4.0 for the spring semester. Men's basketball showed the most improvement in the classroom this spring, raising their GPA over almost 3/4 of a point compared to the past fall semester. For the 4th consecutive year, all of our teams earned the NCAA academic progress rate above 925, which is the minimum threshold for your academic rating. We also had the highest APR for a single-year rate of any football program in the Pac-12. In our 5 goals and principles, our #1 goal is for our student athletes to graduate. This past academic year, we made tremendous progress in fulfilling that goal. Our second goal and principle is to follow the rules. We want to make sure that we follow the NCAA rules, the local law enforcement rules, and everything in between. Our third goal and principle is to be first class in how we represent the university. Our student athletes and coaches gave tremendous amounts of their time and energy to give back to Southern Arizona, and at times the entire state in different parts of the country. We supported countless charities in their pursuits to help out people in Southern Arizona and throughout the state of Arizona. We had over 2,700 hours of community service completed by our student athletes. Out of our 450 student athletes, 420 of them volunteered in some capacity. We also reached almost 33,000 people in the community and throughout the state. 5,000 people were reached through autograph sessions, 5,300 through celebrity appearances, 7,000 through interactive appearances, 3,500 through reading appearances, almost 12,000 through speaking appearances. Megan Meyer from Women's Track and Field volunteered for 131 hours, which was the most of any student athlete here at the University of Arizona. Rory McLeod from Men's Track and Field, he volunteered 50.5 hours, which was the most by any of our male student athletes. Gymnastics won the Athletic Director's Cup for community service with an average of 27 hours of community service per teammate. What an incredible number. The fourth part is we want to have fiscal integrity while maximizing revenue opportunities. We have to have a solid financial foundation for us to be able to have success academically, athletically, and socially as well. You do those 4 things right, and the 5th thing can happen, and that's compete for championships. We've won a lot of national championships at the University of Arizona. Last year, obviously highlighted by our baseball national championship. We've had hundreds of individual national champions. We've had hundreds of Olympians. We want that to continue for the future. And your support is what allows us to have that opportunity to keep those 5 goals and principles in mind day in and day out, and to have the best possible experience for our student athletes and our fans. Here we are at Arizona Stadium, where a lot has been going on in the past year. Right behind me is the Lowell-Stevens football facility, which is the most significant project we've had for Arizona athletics since McHale Center opened up in 1973. So you think about the magnitude of that and what it means for our university, for our athletic department, our football program, our student athletes, our coaches, and everybody that'll be a part of this, and not to mention the impact that it's going to have on the fans with all the new amenities. And we know it's going to make a tremendous difference in allowing us to be the best possible football program we can have and allow us to compete for championships. I'd be remiss standing in front of the Lowell-Stevens football facility without thanking the donors that made this great facility a possibility. Thank you to the Lowell family, the Stevens family, the Salter family, the Sands family, and many others that have made significant gifts to allow this facility to become a reality. And the impact that it's going to make not only on our football program, our entire athletic department, our university, as well as Southern Arizona will be significant. And we thank them very much for their very generous support. And we also thank all the other Wildcat Club members that helped make this a reality as well. This was a significant year for our basketball programs and all of our other sports that occupy the McHale Center. It was the 40th anniversary of the opening of the McHale Center in 1973. We signed the contract already with the architectural firm AECom, and we're beginning to look at what the next steps are for the McHale Center. The renovation of McHale will most likely happen in several phases. In phase one, during this off-season, our plan is to install a new state-of-the-art video board. The new video board will have a tremendous impact, not only for our fans, our student athletes, but also in the recruiting process.
You saw it in Albuquerque, Bryne. We're seeing it in Tucson, baby.
They followed the lead of the football team. They never gave up.
That's right.
They just never gave up. They kept fighting, and in the end, Arizona wins it.
December 15th, 2012 will be a date that we will remember with our university for many years to come. That date, our football team rallied from behind to defeat the University of Nevada in the Gildan, New Mexico Bowl. Later on that evening, our men's basketball program took on a highly ranked University of Florida team, and we rallied from behind once again. We bared down. And from that day forward, 12-15-12 will be something that we remember for many years to come. This past men's basketball season was another memorable one for the Arizona Wildcats. We had record numbers here at the McHale Center again. All 9 of our Pac-12 basketball games were sold out. We had an incredible turnout at the Pac-12 basketball tournament in Las Vegas. We blew the doors off of every other school in this conference and showing the support that we have and the passion that we have for our university. We took that passion once again over to the Staples Center for the Sweet 16. It was another memorable year for our program, but also because of the great leadership under Coach Sean Miller, the future is so bright. We were very pleased this past year to announce our new women's soccer coach, Tony Amato. Tony and his staff have already hit the ground running, and I think the future is very bright for our women's soccer program. We were very pleased this past spring to announce the 20th sport for the University of Arizona Athletic Department. This next year, we will be competing in sand volleyball, which is an emerging sport with the NCAA. Our sand volleyball program will be led by former assistant volleyball coach and new head sand volleyball coach, Steve Walker. The second year at High Corbett was another success. We were one of the top teams in the country in attendance. The way the community, the way our fans have embraced the High Corbett experience has been significant for our team. We also had some incredible, outstanding individual achievements. University of Arizona swimmer Kevin Cordes was a national champion and All-American. He was the NCAA Swimmer of the Year, the Pac-12 Men's Swimmer of the Year. Who can forget Brigida Barrett, national champion, All-American, NCAA Woman of the Year nominee, homecoming queen, president of our SAC. The only thing she didn't do was run the entire university. Dr. Hart has that job. Lawila Lang, national champion and All-American in track. I was fortunate to be in Eugene when he won the national championships both in the 5,000 and 10,000 and absolutely dominated the field. Dablin White, women's basketball, all Pac-12, 16th pick in the WNBA draft. Her future is so bright from her time here at the University of Arizona. The Territorial Cup Series, we won the all-sport competition for the 4th straight year. We won the cup with a dramatic game-ending double play in baseball to secure the game victory and the series victory against our rivals in Tempe. We had many Wildcats represent us once again in the Olympics this summer. Brigida Barrett won the silver medal in the women's high jump. Julie Labonte participated in the women's shot put. Georgianne Moline finished 5th in the women's 400-meter hurdles. Anna Maria Montoya from women's soccer competed for her national team. And overall, we had 19 former letter winners who participated for a variety of countries in this past year's Olympics. Our letter winners group, called the A Club, increased its membership dramatically. And we also had some wonderful highlights of people being recognized. We had our 1987-88 men's basketball team reunion to celebrate the 25th anniversary of our first Final Four. We inducted another outstanding class into the Arizona Sports Hall of Fame. We recently learned that Teddy Bruschi was nominated for the College Football Hall of Fame and will be inducted this winter. We welcome back Damon Stoudemire as our newest men's basketball assistant coach. We've once again continued our theme that Arizona is Wildcat country. The Phoenix market has been very important to us. Coach Rodriguez had his football team up to have a spring practice this past year, and that's something we'll plan on continuing to do in the future. We were very pleased to announce a 3-game football series versus BYU, which will include a game in the Phoenix market at the home of the Arizona Cardinals in 2016. We'll look forward to continuing to increase our brand in that important marketplace for our university and for our athletic department. One of the items we spend a lot of time stressing is your involvement and your support with the Wildcat Club. 3 years ago, we had a very ambitious goal of reaching 12,000 Wildcat Club members by the year 2013. We're only a few days away from finding out if we're able to accomplish that. We're not there yet, so if you haven't joined the Wildcat Club for just $100 a year, we sure would appreciate your support. The impact that makes on our 450 student athletes, our ability to give them a great experience academically, athletically, and socially, to improve our facilities, for us to stay competitive from a budget standpoint. It's critical for those components to be in place for us to be able to have the best success we possibly can. It's not too late to join. If you'll go to wildcatmovement.com and you can join for as little as $100 a year, you can make a tremendous impact on our 450 student athletes, our 20 sports, all of our facilities, the environment that our fans have to make sure it's the best possible environment day in and day out for everybody involved. I must admit that I'm very excited about what's ahead for the University of Arizona and our athletic department. We've got great leadership under President Ann Weaver Hart. She's been so supportive of our university and our athletic department. We have a great lineup of coaches. I've told people a number of times that if somebody wanted to trade coaches with us with any university, I wouldn't do it. I love who we have leading our programs here at our university. We have a lot ahead of us from an academic standpoint, from a competitive standpoint, from a social standpoint. Working with our 450 student athletes to give them the greatest opportunity to succeed in every aspect of their life. You make a difference in making that happen. Your undying support, your support of the Wildcat Club, buying season tickets, wearing the colors on Friday. We do all those things together, and we're pulling that rope in the same direction. We can reach new heights that have never been reached before for our university, for our athletic department. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for your incredible support. Get others involved. We need you. I'll look forward to talking to you next year and recapping the great events of this upcoming year. And as we always say, bear down and go Cats.